Hey Dylan, thanks for taking my call.
Hey Dylan, big fan of the show.
Huge fan of the show. Love what you're doing.
Such a big fan of the show. I'm so glad to have a minute of your time.
Hi, Dylan. It's Gavin.
Dude, Dylan.
Look, I cannot help you. I'm sorry.
It's not hard to understand, okay?
So here's my thought. You would be crazy to think that. Well, welcome into the Dylanberry Network. I'm your host, Dylan. This is Hey Dylan, and it's a special episode. It's a return to form for some. It's really the three-man weave of Goat Brook back together, and I'm just gonna bring him in now. Shay, Richie, welcome back to the program. Richie, we put out a great episode last week. Glad to have you back.
So glad to be back. I missed it. I was only a week, but I missed it.
You know, and maybe this has happened before, but I mean, this is actually probably has happened. But I mean, we're all, everyone's zooming from their own homes, right? Except for me. But homeowners edition, DBN. So it's a good one. Shay, welcome back to the network, dude.
Thank you for having me. It's been a far too long.
Far too long. You guys are both repping Arizona. We are going to get into college football. The EA Sports college football video game dropped a teaser this week, and the game's coming. It was clear the message was, I know you're doubting us, but the game is coming, and it'll probably be here this summer. And I mean, we'll get into it, but I really thought that I'd probably stop playing video games in my 30s. Like, I can't picture myself being a 30-year-old playing video games, but this changes things. This GTA 5 or GTA 6, I mean, like, I don't think I'm going anywhere. But Shay, what I want to know from you is you are a Las Vegas resident, and last week your city was on the map.
Dude, was it ever?
What was it like in Las Vegas? I guess when did you start? Did people get in early? Like, when did it start to really feel? And how often were you on the Strip?
So I went down there Monday night. I went down to Mandalay Bay, which is technically the closest hotel to Allegiant Stadium. Lexi had like an event down there, so I went with her because I wanted to see like what it was going to be like already, and it was very busy already. Yeah. Monday night, ton of Chiefs fans, ton of 49er fans, probably more 49er fans, but Monday you could feel like the energy starting to shift a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I went back down there Thursday night for the dozen.
Crazy.
And,
crazy.
Thursday night was like on the cusp of like being really nuts. So many people walking around, and then went back down there Saturday night.
Yes,
and that was
got a FaceTime.
I think I told you guys, like, I've never seen like that much energy like on the Strip before. It was nuts. Like more than F1.
Was that the night you saw Jason Kelce at the Cosmo?
Yeah. So I mean, I saw so many players that night at the Cosmo.
That's so funny.
But it was just like the energy was. I can't compare it to anything else.
Because you've been in Arizona whenever the Super Bowl was there. You've seen
correct.
that.
But like the problem is, and like with most cities, is that the game is held. The stadium is far from where everything else is going to be.
True. Arizona is the best example of that. I mean,
Phoenix,
yeah.
Phoenix, I mean, everything's in like downtown Phoenix and mainly Scottsdale. And then the game's another 20, 25 minutes away.
Yeah.
Whereas here, the stadium's like right here on the Strip. So it just like it blew F1 energy out of the water.
Where was Radio Row? Was that near
that was
stadium?
Mandalay Bay. That was in Mandalay Bay. Yeah, wow. The convention center.
Wow.
And it was like you saw so many clips coming out of Radio Row last week.
Yeah.
With other cities too, you don't have like everybody in one area. It's spread out to different sub-cities, different places to go. But in Vegas, everything's just right there.
Like I can't imagine how much money.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine how much money like the Strip made last week, as well as the NFL.
Yeah.
I truly can't.
Yeah,
it was unbelievable.
You, I mean, you kind of had a good point in the chat about like, people complained about Taylor Swift, but dude, it was the most watched Super Bowl by like by a long shot. By a long shot.
It's the most watched like telecast of anything ever.
Yeah, it like I think it beat last year by like 15 million or something like that, or 30 million. There's some crazy number, and Yeah, I mean, like it is. Whenever the Super Bowl shows up anywhere, like there is always a lot of buzz. But yeah, I don't know, something about Vegas, and like Vegas has already become a place where just celebrities are on a weekly basis, and tourists are there, and it's always hopping.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
like it's funny. Like I'm sure you saw did you see Joe Buck's comments like 2 weeks ago?
no,
He was like getting interviewed, and he was like a terrible or bad story is going to come out of like the Vegas Super Bowl week. Like someone's going to get in big trouble. Something really bad's going to happen. But it's like, I don't know. It just feels like so many people are trying to find different things to nitpick about the game being in Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it went off, with flawless.
yeah.
But it was like I was telling you guys, like I don't know when it's going to come back. They haven't announced like any dates past like 2028, but I can't imagine the NFL would skip over this place again. They're probably they can't wait to come back. I guarantee it.
We're gonna get to a point where it's just like Vegas, Phoenix, LA.
Yeah, dude, it's Louisiana.
Exactly.
It's
And, like,
Louisiana
in
next year. Louisiana next
Miami,
year,
yeah.
right near Mardi Gras, is kind of interesting.
That's true.
That's interesting.
Dude, but like it should never be like in Indianapolis.
Correct. Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's
Like-
in Atlanta, but like I don't know. Like same
Too
with
cold in those
Dallas.
places,
Like
too, though.
Atlanta. I mean, Dallas
Houston.
would be pretty. Yeah, Houston would be kind of lame. But even like they went to Minnesota in 2019. Eagles
Yeah, they'll
Patriots was
never do that
Minnesota.
again.
Holy crap!
Same with when they did it in New York.
Oh
Like,
right.
that'll never happen again.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like you would assume that Buffalo, once they finally get their dome, they'll be making a bid for it. But that seems like that would be a
What are you gonna do? Hang out a
awful.
Buffalo Wild?
Yeah. No one's going to Buffalo in February.
wing
what I'm
nuts.
saying, dude.
Wing nuts.
Yeah, that's not happening. You're right. It should be like in the same 4 places or
Yeah.
5 places.
Yeah, dude. Cause yeah, I
Well,
mean, yeah. Go ahead.
I was talking with some people this week too. They need to move President's Day up one weekend. President's Day
True.
is the day after the Super Bowl.
Dude,
That makes
correct me
sense.
if I'm wrong. But wasn't the Super Bowl earlier in the past?
It used
Yeah,
to be a
well,
week ago,
the
like
Pro
a
Bowl,
week,
because the
maybe.
Pro Bowl was after, and that people were like losing
No, the Pro
interest.
Bowl's always been before.
Oh, okay.
I think. But I think when
But
they
it
went
was always
to,
like the week of the 10th, no?
when they went to 17 games, it moved everything back a year.
Oh, that makes sense. They went to 18 weeks.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But,
Because they
no,
don't
you're
start
right,
any
right?
earlier.
Dude, but like I don't know. Like people have always said, like, oh, Super Bowl should be on a Saturday. It'll never be on a Saturday,
Yeah.
No.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
But you're right. President's Day should be that next day.
Well, dude, and I mean, I guess
President's Day is always after the NBA All-Star game.
Yeah, that's true.
Always.
I also wonder if the Pacific time zone makes a difference because you're playing in Tampa Bay and it's 3:30 Pacific. That's a night game, right? That's going to be 6:30.
Correct.
But like really, the sun was up until I feel like maybe even overtime, or the sun was still setting, at least
Yeah.
on the West Coast. And I mean,
Because overtime
here,
was
I
what,
mean.
6:30?
yeah,
6:30 or 7?
yeah,
It might have been
probably
down.
it might have been just down.
Still.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because like SoFi, that would have been the same case, and that was what 2 years ago. That was Bengals Rams. But yeah, dude, you had a big Thursday night. You went to the Dozen live show. That
was my Super Bowl.
dude, that's insane. And
Hey, I had a big Thursday night too.
oh yeah, true. Yeah, that was
Thursday
when.
night.
When you got me that video, bro.
Oh yeah. Shout out Will Compton.
How did you? Yeah, okay. So you got a video of Richie, for Richie. What made you think to do that?
Well, because I think he texted the group.
I
like,
sent that text earlier. I was
Oh.
like, bro, I
You
know
said,
you're
like-
gonna be there. Like, yeah.
like get a picture or something.
I
So
saw
he
you
walked
tweet him, like,
by-
get a picture.
He
get
walked
a
right in
video,
front of me,
something.
so I was like, it was like the first thing I thought of. Like I was like, oh, like I just tried to do it as quick as I could.
Yeah, dude, and I know you're a big Barstool fan, so like you listen to those guys every single day. Like, what was it like to see him in person? Because
It was kind of weird because like it's one of those things where like I listen to these guys every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
and
10
then
a.m.
just, like seeing it at 10 a.m. seeing them like in person was just kind of cool. Not kind of, it was really cool. But like I know like we joke like sometimes in the group chat about like how much I know or how invested I'm in.
Yeah,
But I think I said it too. Like it's just funny seeing like how many other people out there are exactly like me.
yeah,
Like there were like people in the audience or like people there, employees that were kind of like inside type jokes
Yeah.
and like guys were talking about it, and I was like, oh shit, I know what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
but it was really cool. Frank and the Frankettes won.
Big.
Um,
I didn't watch Uptown Balls tonight. And Frank.
I haven't watched it yet either,
All right.
but Gary V was he was really invested in it, which was a little odd.
He might have been over the top, some might say.
Yeah. And then Josh Allen being a surprise guest is really cool.
And the fact that he ditched NFL honors to be
Correct.
there.
Dude, he was like 5 feet away from me.
Bro, he hates the NFL. He ditched the Pro Bowl one year to go play in the Pro-Am.
Bro, so then there was also that clip of, was it Taylor or was it the other bussin' guy? Was it Will, who was like, hey dude, you got an MVP vote? Did you guys see that video? They like said it to Josh, and Josh had no idea. He's like, oh really? Oh wow, yeah. He's like, bro, you got one first place vote. Congrats. And he's like, damn, that's cool. And that was it. And it was like, but he probably got more views for the dozen. Who watches
Dude, but it was kind of funny.
He
like,
had more fun.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny. Like I was literally like in like talking distance with all of them.
Yeah.
And like there was guys next to me like asking Josh Allen for a picture.
Yeah.
And he said no to everybody. And then like, what about afterwards? And he was like, no, as soon as it's over, I gotta go.
How hard was it to try to become a crowd member answering a dozen questions?
I tried as hard as I could. Like I would look at Gary V and Nick and be like, I got you. And then they were like, "Oh, you got me?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then it's because I wasn't standing up.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I don't want to be that guy either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But
then
there was
probably a bunch of guys that were though.
And I don't know if I know you guys are filming, but there was a moment in time where I was trying to answer for ZD.
Nice.
And Dave Portnoy was like pointing at me.
Yeah.
To get me up, and they couldn't ask the audience. Yeah, no, I tried.
Who was so did you end up talking to anybody or like or interacting at all?
Only Nick and KB, my guys.
Yeah.
I got Nick's phone number.
Dang. And then you won the tickets.
You know what? Hold on. Hey, hold on. I'm glad you brought that up. Dude, Nick said he's willing to join any podcast. Like hop on any podcast.
I believe it, man. The thing is there's actually a couple people that I'm like, oh man, I actually think they would say yes if I ask them. But I am so, like, I would want this system to be down perfect. And it is, honestly, the technical side of all this stuff is a pain in the ass. And, like, yeah, there are a few people who I work with, a few people who I have worked with that I think would be great. But I'm like, I got to make sure it's built in a way that's, like, would look good. And that they would be like, oh, that was awesome. I would share it. Because you want, ultimately, when that happens, you want them to post it and be like, look, I was on Hot Ones, and shoot, suddenly Sydney Sweeney posts to her 30 million followers or whatever, and suddenly, that's how it would work. And yes, but listen, I don't even know what we'd talk about.
Get a Valentine's Day next year.
Nick said he's doing some guy's podcast on Monday night, and the topic is like an economic system based off libido, like just a random ass topic. And he's like, yeah, I'll do it.
Awesome.
So I think we could get him now that I have his phone number.
All right, yeah. I'm not, dude. I'm
but
not.
No. I was really only interested in talking to those two guys.
Yeah. But dude, what about
out of the way.
What about Frank, dude? You famously got a cameo birthday gift,
dude. But like everybody was trying to talk to him.
right? Then you got to see. You saw him waddle on Josh Allen. You saw
Josh Allen, yeah. Everyone was trying to talk to him. Everyone was trying to talk to Portnoy, but Portnoy took off, dude.
Yeah, bro. It was surreal when they were in LA for the Super Bowl. I saw Portnoy show up, and I think it was like 6 p.m. And we were at the Saddle Ranch, and dude, Portnoy showed up with a large Starbucks, whatever.
I mean, ice. He drinks like the Americano.
Yeah, but it's like black, and I think no ice or something like that. And it was 6 o'clock at night, and I'm like, dude, what? And like, I mean, he's a machine, but that was
probably don't even affect him, bro.
Bro, that was the thing I saw though.
You can't do coke on TV. That's the next best. That's next up.
I mean,
to answer your question, it was awesome. It was really cool. Greg Olson was there too. Carrot Top.
That's wild. Carrot Top. That's funny.
Hey, you held the door open for Emmitt Smith?
I held the door open for Emmitt Smith.
That's big. You saw Jason Kelsey gambling.
I saw Tyrann Mathieu. I saw Joe Mixon. To be completely honest with you, I think I was most starstruck outside of the dozen by LaDainian Tomlinson.
Whoa.
Ooh, that's a cool one.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I saw him.
Maybe the
I
best
saw-
running back of our lifetime.
Dude, I had a poster of him in my room, and I didn't even play running back.
Wow.
Shout out Scholastic Book Fair.
Dang. Shout out Scholastic Book Fair.
Dude, yeah, it was insane. It was like I was telling you, I was trying to piece it together like energy wise, and
Yeah.
I really couldn't. I couldn't.
That's funny.
Dude, like the minimums, everything. No, there was nothing under $100.
Oh, wow.
Dude, there was $3,000 blackjack mins,
Well,
$1,000 blackjack mins.
That was the story, and I pitched it on the show. Was that Jason Kelsey was at a $1,000 minimum table at the Cosmo, and he looked like he was out in the open. Like that was like a table we would walk up to.
I could have walked right by him.
Yeah,
I would walk right by him.
Insane. Yeah, I can't.
That's crazy.
I can't imagine.
Dude, I think he was at the craps table next to the blackjack table, where I lost a lot of money at for your birthday.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
Right,
you know,
which table?
we've lost a decent amount.
Like,
We've
I
lost.
go home.
Where do you think? And Richie, I want you to chime in here too. But where do you think the one hotel that you have funded the most? Where do you think it is? Because I'm thinking that
I think I have an answer.
It's probably Park
I think I
MGM
have
for
an
me, and it was probably that one
I
trip.
think it's Park MGM for me as well. But yeah, dude, it remains my favorite.
Right,
I think
right.
the link might be close just because
Link's
we spent
number
so
2,
much
I think.
time there.
But Shay, we're back up.
Number 2.
We're back up on the link. Last time we were at the link.
Hey,
Steve, shout out Steve. Steve from Green Bay, if you're listening,
but Richie,
we love you.
Link may be number 2.
Man,
Yeah.
we spent time there.
I don't
too.
know, dude. I feel like I've wanted O'Shea's a decent amount. Paris.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've lost money at the Paris.
Paris, I've lost money. Flamingo, every time I step in there, man, it's just you're not. Nothing works in there, man.
I don't think I've ever cashed out chips at the Luxor either.
Oh, yeah, that's probably right.
I haven't. You're right.
But I think I've barely played there. I didn't go on that trip.
I don't think I played a lot, but I don't think I've ever won there.
Dude, there's only 2 casinos I went at. Mandalay Bay.
Yeah.
And the Bellagio.
All right.
That's it. Dude, like that Monday night when I went down there for the Lexi shooting, I put $20 in video blackjack and I won like $140.
That's insane.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. Well, I mean, yeah, and then you just continue to have visitors coming in and out, in and out, in and out of that place.
Lexi's parents come in like 3.5 hours.
Do you know where your parents are staying for March Madness, or where your dad's staying?
Ideally, he wants to stay on the Strip.
Yeah.
Because he wants to be able to wake up at like 5 and go down to the sports book.
What's Vegas's next big thing now? Probably UFC 300. Honestly, I bet you that maybe not all week, but that.
Well, did you hear Dana White said they're making a documentary on it already?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not convinced 300 is going to be that good.
I kind of agree with you, Richie.
I actually think
299 are both stacked.
I agree. 299. I don't think 298 is as stacked as we think. I think 299, the Miami one, is.
Refresh my memory on 299.
299 is O'Malley. It's Poirier. It's that is Kevin Holland versus Michael Page making his debut. Gilbert Burns.
So hold on, the one this weekend, where's that?
That is Anaheim. That is
That's right.
That is Anaheim. So, and it's Volkanovski, and I will say last week I picked a great dog, and this week I think Ilia Topuria is the pick. I really do.
No, bro.
I'm okay with it. I don't know if it's a Patrick Mahomes, like you can't bet on against Volk, but I don't know. I'm sensing something there. I'm sensing
I got him by KO and
Hey, when's the last time Paulo Costa fight? Is he?
I think this weekend.
No, he's saying
I know.
time.
He is fighting this weekend. But his last fight, was it Izzy? That was like 3 years ago.
No, he fought someone else recently.
It's been a while.
Didn't he fight let me see. Oh, I got him here. Oh, Ian Gary's this weekend too. Oh, he beat Luke Rockhold. That was BMF night in Utah.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
Oh wait, that was not BMF night. That was Usman Edwards. That was the night of the.
That was the leg kick.
Yeah, and he fought Vettori too. Yeah, that was the headshot. So yeah, I don't know. I think Volk.
Who's the headliner for 300 right now?
There's none. But the
shoot.
I think
Holloway's on
Zhang Wei Li is like the co-main.
Yeah. It's I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think Volk loses at the end. Gary wins. And I think Henry Cejudo retires in a loss on Saturday night.
That's what he said. He said he loses.
299 is Miami. That is.
No, but when?
Oh, yeah, it must be. I bet you it's the weekend of March Madness. Oh, it might be the weekend of Chicago. Yeah. No, it's not. It's March 9th.
Oh, so we before.
Yeah. But yeah, so okay, let's get into this NCAA football thing. We don't have a ton of time left. But we're doing a little schoolyard pick as we do on the DBN. This is our standard draft. We're gonna pick teams of 3, and the topic is in light of the new EA NCAA football game coming out. Who should the cover athlete be? There has not been a cover athlete since 2014 because that's when the last game was made. And trivia, do you guys know who the cover athlete was?
Was it Denard Robinson?
Denard Robinson is correct, Michigan. And that was the last one. And so it's been 11 years. It'll be 11 years. And so really what we'll do is we'll go youngest to oldest. We'll try that first. So that'll be Richie getting us started. The D1 athlete who is eligible, technically.
Is it a snake draft? Can I get a snake draft?
We'll get a snake. We can do a snake.
Thanks.
But we're only doing yeah. We'll go.
Ones at the end?
Yeah, you do.
Funny one first.
No. Do it last. Yeah. All right, Rich, who you got?
1-1 overall. I got to take the easiest answer here, Johnny Manziel.
Okay.
Wow.
Manziel.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know if there's been a more polarizing player in the last however many years. Had his own documentary.
Yeah.
He's the easy answer.
I think if
Cody's gonna lose that bet.
Welcome, Cody.
$300 and something. All right. I'm sorry.
That'll make Jacob sick, man. I'll send it to him. No, dude, I think that's good. I think you got a good posed cover there. I think if they do like 3, I think they would do a Johnny foot, but we might be too far away from it. So I think you got to go. My answer, I think, is one of the best college football stories of the last 11 years, and that was a kid who went to Ohio State for a little bit, didn't work out, so he went to LSU and won a title. You do the ring pointing, I think, is the pose for Joe Burrow. I think that was just such an epic year that is maybe one of the most memorable years of college football.
Bro, the screen could just be him sitting with the cigar. In his mouth.
Cigar too. I mean, they would never allow that, but that would be pretty tough.
Great.
So you got Joe Burrow?
I got Joe Burrow, number 1.
Okay, I get 2 picks.
2 picks.
Okay, my first one's gonna be a little problematic.
Great, that is perfect.
But you can't deny how great he was in college.
Okay.
I believe he won at least 1 national championship. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. No, maybe 1. It was 1.
Oh, okay. I think I know where you're going.
I'm going Deshaun Watson.
Oh, all right. I was thinking a different Clemson quarterback, but
Were you thinking Trevor Lawrence?
I was thinking Trevor Lawrence.
No, Deshaun Watson was so good at Clemson.
Yeah. I think it'd be a good one.
I don't think they would ever do it.
3 years ago.
Exactly.
3 years ago, if they were coming out with it, I think they would have been like, yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
All in.
can I go number 2? Can I get my second pick?
Yeah, let's go. What's your second
Get my
pick?
second pick off. I wish he had more playoff success in the NFL.
Oh, where are we going with this?
He's a 2-time NFL MVP.
Okay.
Won the Heisman in college.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably my number 2 overall.
Yeah, this is.
I gotta go with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, you gotta go Lamar Jackson. That looked cool. The red Louisville, that looked pretty
red.
sick.
When he's like doing the Heisman pose.
Yeah, I think, dude, if they're letting you play with teams, I think that they have an option for that, or maybe with legendary players over the years.
Listen, I go back.
Yeah.
I go back and watch YouTube highlights of when Louisville played at Clemson. It was Lamar Jackson versus Deshaun Watson.
Wow.
And they were 1-4, number 1 team and number 4 team. Louisville had no business being number 4.
Yeah.
And Louisville should have won that game at Clemson, one of the best games ever. But yeah, Lamar Jackson, my second pick.
All right. I like it. I like it. I think, if that's a classic team you can play with, I'm playing with that one. All right, I'll go. It's my turn again. I'm going to go with the Heisman winner as well, who also had an epic matchup against Patrick Mahomes in college. Crazy score.
Manny Wilkins. I'm sorry.
Baker Mayfield.
I know where you're going. Yeah.
Baker Mayfield. I think you got the flag right into the ground. I think you got a lot of options with Baker. He is clearly one that would have been so fun to play with. That's kind of where I'm going with it. Is like if you had that, if those teams were available, even like if we were going this year, like I think Oregon would have been so fun to play with, or probably Stetson Bennett's teams would have been so easy to play with. But I think Baker Mayfield would be sick, and I think he embodied college football like for so long, and so.
Bro, those Bama teams that had like 4 NFL running backs on the team at one time.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, dude. I saw a lot of stuff that wants Nick Saban on the cover, and I will boycott the game.
I don't like that.
If that happens. That's crazy.
There's no way that'll happen.
And dude, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Coach Prime edition. Like, we can't run from it. Like it's.
Don't get me started.
It's not going anywhere.
I'll burn it.
It's not going anywhere. So I wouldn't be surprised. And if it is a coach, I think Harbaugh would be kind of fun too. But I don't think he wants to be attached to Michigan. You know what I mean? Let's get out of here.
No.
Hey. Man got to LA faster than me, man. He's quick.
He did. He did.
Couldn't make no stop.
No.
All right, Richie. Who's your pick here?
My second one is probably someone who I feel like polarized the running back position a little bit to.
Damn it! I know where you're gonna go.
Oh.
And he's still doing it today in the NFL, so I think Christian McCaffrey probably.
Wow, seeing a Stanford, guy on the cover would be nuts.
Yeah.
Hey, before we get off this topic, can I give you my list?
Yeah. Who are honorable mentions?
I had Christian McCaffrey on my list.
Okay.
I had Baker Mayfield, Johnny Manziel, Joe Burrow, Marcus Mariota.
That'd have been a cool one. No Jaden Daniels.
I had Kyler Murray too, but
the only other one on my list was Jabril Peppers. I think that'd be cool, bro. I know they don't do like defensive guys like that, but
good point.
Yeah,
he was on that list.
Yeah. All right, Richie. Who do you got now for your numero 3? Your third choice here.
For my third choice, my fun pick, I think it'd be fun to do Torrey Taylor, the punter from Iowa.
Wow.
Set the record for most punts in a season. You got people wearing shirts that just say punts. I feel like that'd be iconic.
All right. I respect it. I'm cool with it.
Honorable mention to myself.
All right. I want Jaden Daniels, but the ASU era. If we're talking eras, I want Jaden Daniels, who is maybe the best college football player the last 5 years or so, but I want him before he was labeled that. Arizona State, Jaden Daniels.
Put his mom and Antonio Pierce in the background.
Which game did we?
We're not doing that.
Which game did we see him? What year was that we were probably hammered or left? Was it Sacramento State year?
It was Sacramento State, and we were at the U of A game. That's when we left to go to Casa.
Dang, so we never finished.
That was the cigarettes in the bucket night.
That was the cigarettes in the bucket night.
Dude. See, that's
what
the cover I want though. I want a Casa bucket on the cover as well. That'd be a sick cover.
Hey, that was the game we started drinking platinum seltzers like at 8 a.m.
Oh yeah, was that the year that Mike and I showed up? And we're like,
no, that was not the year. That was not the year. We'll show up. We'll say hi.
We'll say hi. We'll park here. It'll be okay. Like we'll scoot out of here whenever we're good and ready. Wait. All right, Shay. What's your final pick here?
It's not my schoolyard. I'll take it back to the Jaden Daniels Arizona State era. A guy who was only at ASU for 2 years, but only popped off for 1. I'll go Brandon Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk.
Second. I don't like that he's with the Niners.
Yeah.
But he was the second team All-Pro this year. He's going to get paid soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk. All right. Well, there we go. We got some good cover athletes here. First ever schoolyard pick. You know what's funny? Like I don't know if you guys we're trying to build segments or whatever on the DBN. It's fun every time I see the bracket show from Barstool. I'm like, I bet if I go back and I see their first episode and I see our bracket episode, I'm pretty sure DBN might have been on that first for the Disney Channel movies.
And probably, dude, I can guarantee you it probably was.
And I would honestly guarantee that episode probably holds up too. I don't think our answers would changed much. And dude, that
never got out, huh?
No, it is. That's out.
Episode. Oh no, the last one was the song.
Oh, love songs. Yeah, we did love songs.
Yeah. Why do we do love songs?
I don't know. I think it was I don't remember. Maybe it was someone went number 1 or something, and it was a love song.
Was Beyonce doing was that when she did the halftime show?
No, it was like August. It was when I was moving out to LA, and I was like back and forth a little bit.
I will say,
Shay and I have a lost episode of Biopic that we did at your place.
I will say that I already told Lexi I'm getting a PlayStation 5
for this game
for NCAA football, and she said you're not 12.
Yeah, man, I will be playing. I mean, dude, I really hope it's as good as it's supposed to be. Because
dude, I just remember like Madden used to be awesome, and then like
it is harder
for some reason. Like I feel like Madden like fell off hard.
It fell off quick. I feel like after.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, and I get it. I've gotten it maybe twice in the last couple years, twice in the last 4 years. And I feel like once you figure it out, it just gets boring and like
And I heard like I remember like the gameplay was awful.
Yeah, it's a little slow. Yeah. Like NCAA football was always the faster one.
Correct. Yeah.
But it was always hard because everyone was a number, and so you couldn't really fall in love with like a player. You'd be like, oh, that's Reggie Bush. Like he's fast. He's a great running back, and that's Matt Leinart, but it just says number 7 or
Bro, you had to
11. Yeah. Oh yeah, you had to download the rosters. Yeah.
Was that something you guys did? I didn't reach that point of NCAA football.
No, dude, I remember changing their names. I remember me and Eli Lucero would bring home a program from an ASU game, and we would spend hours like slow and bro, if you've ever typed for a video game, you know how long that takes. Yeah, that's where you're going like
going quick.
Bloop 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 bloop. Hey, bloop bloop bloop
Dylan,
bloop.
Real quick, I don't mean to interrupt you. My sister said she wants to be a guest on the podcast and give Gen Z insights.
Oh my, she can, dude. I'll have her come up with like 5 or so phrases where she can like see if I can pick up on them, see if I know them. The lingo, you know what I mean? Get the lingo.
It's giving.
Yeah. I don't know. Listen, Lauren, we could have her on. We're open all. If we had Jacob on, Jacob did great. We loved having Jacob on. But yeah, love to have Lauren as well.
I will say, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
As most of you guys know, I'm off sports betting.
Ooh, yeah. How does that feel, man? And
I've been off since November.
Yeah.
Feels good. I feel like I have a new lease on life.
Do you think that March Madness will be the thing?
Yes.
Yeah, you'll be back.
I will say I almost broke the other day because I saw someone comment on a YouTube video I was watching. Oklahoma women's basketball -1.5 against Baylor, and I promise you, I was looking up lines. I'll show you my history. I was looking up lines. I couldn't find one, but they won by like 14.
If you ever
and I almost broke for that. I did because I was like, if that guy is commenting that pick on this video, he knows something I don't know.
He knows something, bro.
So when you make it to the tunnel of chaos, do you think you'll tell Dana White, hey, just so you know, I hit my rock bottom by betting power slap?
Yeah. Yes.
One dark Wednesday night in January or November, yeah.
We'll never get in the tunnel of chaos, but
hey, never say never, bro.
Dude, they were saying like, just tell them how much you want to win and you'll win it.
Yeah, no one loses type
they
thing.
play like it's a team.
No, he plays for them. They were saying like the guys on the Yak were saying like Mark Titus and Big Cat were saying like they didn't touch their cards once.
Oh yeah,
I did hear that.
Like Dana was doing everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was when they were all playing together. I think like Taylor said when it's like him and like Dana playing and like somebody else, they'll just play as a team. And like if somebody gets down, they'll just give the other person money and they'll get back.
Okay, so it's funny you say that. I know time's running out. But when I was at the Bellagio on Saturday, I stopped by a table, and the guy it was $1,000 men's. Dude, the table was full.
Jeez.
And there was like an older Mexican guy I walked up, and he went at one point was down like 30 grand.
Dang.
Jeez.
And he was up 20 grand at that point, and as soon as I walked up, he hit blackjack.
Jeez.
So he was like, "You're my good luck charm. I'm gonna buy you a shot every time I hit a blackjack." And then another guy was at like an older Asian guy. I was like, "Me too, dude." They bought me 6 tequila shots.
And you took them.
I took them all, and at that point, I was like, "If you guys are winning this much money, throw me some chips. Fuck the tequila shot."
Hey, Shay, but those tequila shots,
Let me get one
were they
case.
buying tequila shots outside O'Shea's in that little alleyway?
Dude,
Oh,
$25 or whatever,
the guy could see the disgust on our face when he said that price too.
And his warm ass, just whatever.
Oh,
bro, Mike was in such a down place too. Like you had to get it for him.
I had to bite the bullet.
My brother was hurt.
Well, guys, thanks so much for coming on. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, man.
Another great episode in the books. We'll keep it going. Yeah, appreciate you guys doing this. NCAA.
Hey, should we do like a March Madness preview in a month?
I think so, dude. I'm thinking I could probably record our draft.
I'm down for that.
Oh,
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I could probably record our draft, like
Yeah.
while I'm managing it and whatnot, because Go-Brook Madness is honestly one of my favorite games all year.
Bro, it's probably my favorite game.
It's
really cool.
It's fun, dude. It's fun
behind fantasy football.
and there are usually a lot of swings, and when you have to draft a couple, I think what do we draft 3 times? Like sometimes you're reaching for that 12 seed to keep going, and yeah, dude, it'll be fun. But I think we run that back.
Yeah, that's a good time.
I think we run that back for sure. All right, guys, thanks so much. Guys, and be sure to like and subscribe.
Smash that subscribe button, please.
YouTube is driving me crazy, bro. I realized
I always wanted to say that.
Wait, what did you say? Smash the like button?
Smash that subscribe button.
The subscribe, dude. Yes, dude. Tickle that subscribe button.
Hey, is YouTube messing with you or what?
Bro, they are. And I watched a video and I read a forum saying that that's a TikTok thing too. That your first couple videos, they blow it up so that you go like, oh my gosh, that is awesome. I'm going to keep going. And then they just bury you. Unless your content's good.
Every time I like a YouTube short, dude, like tiny amount of likes. And I'm like, what
Bro.
the hell?
Yeah. When originally, my birthday weekend, I got one of them at 400K. And I got 500 subscribers, which they say for monetization on YouTube, you need 500 subscribers and then 3 million views on shorts. And so I was like, oh, I already have one video at 500K-ish. I could just hopefully get just another couple bangers, and we'll be good. And dude, nothing. And I'm just doing the same exact thing. I've tried looking back and like, dude, what was unique about that one? And yeah, dude, there's no rhyme or reason. But if you smash the like button, it breaks the algorithm. We bust through, and that's all it is. Thanks, boys.